Yeah, as I said, I want to talk about Alzheimer's disease from linguistic point of view and how to overcome the percentage of this disease in our life, in human life. Um, uh, Here I have found some resources which is related to Alzheimer's disease. At first, Alzheimer's disease is known as AD, A from Alzheimer's and D from disease. These achievements actually come from Professor Alison Wray, W-R-A-Y. She is a research professor in language and also communication at Cardiff University. Yeah. She believes as language. She believes as language impacts on communication or defines on communication, linguistic can apply Alzheimer's knowledge of language as a social and also as a psychological system. She analyzed, she analyzed actually Alzheimer's disease from different points of view. For example, she said Alzheimer's disease affects language in many different ways, can be directly and also indirectly. Indirectly, she considers language is damaged by the area of the language in our mind, in our brain, in the brain. And indirectly, language can be brought into danger by short-term memory loss, by distorting or changing in perception, and also by disturbed semantic representation. And then, she also analyzed it has another dimension here, which linguistic behavior may change as a result of lose of confidence, and also depression and changing power relationship. Here I have some examples. I have seen, some people who I am surrounded, how they get Alzheimer and their language are, undermined and destroyed because of change of the power of relationships. I can say one of these can be related to retiring, and because they thought they lose their power of communication, so they face these very dangerous disease. I have some other ideas which is related to retiring and how they can change their life. There are many benefits to retiring later in life. It means until late 60s or the age of 70. Late retiring can not only help keep your mind stimulated and help you fend dementia, it also make you more sociable and also wealthier. Okay, for the first part, I have some examples from scientist Carol as a scientist. He has some examples, and he started by this theory. He said, use it or lose it. Okay, it means it is a theory of exercising the brain and staying mentally sharp. And then here scientist Carol comments, for each additional year of work, the risk of getting dementia is decreased by 3.2%. Okay, because he said, working keeps people socially connected, physically active, and also mentally challenged. These are necessary ingredients to help prevent mental decline. And the other hand, I mentioned the second part. The first part, okay, it was related to prevent mental decline, and second part, I mentioned it can help people to make their social and also wealthier. I have some examples here, which is another research has done in America. Based on that research, 1 million of American workers are facing facing a tough financial problems when they are planning to retiring. There is something here which is related to modern medical technology. When you want to use the modern medical technology, this part is allowing people to live longer and healthier in healthier lives. But if you want to use this modern medical technology, you have to spend money. You have to, you need to spend money for those modern systems, medical, technology to secure and also to save your life. Therefore, these American workers have decided to extend their career and work until late 60s or even, 70s. In conclusion, which I realized, they try to increase their saving and live secure, because they want to, think differently, and also they got how work stimulates their mind to enhance their life actually, and also postpone these very dangerous and very serious disease, which is Alzheimer's disease. And also at the end they can provide a healthy perspective for their life.
Bravo, you have improved a lot in comparison to the previous sessions and lectures, but let me see.
Yeah, I have lots of problems, I know.
Okay, great. Alright, there is a continuum here, and you need to get better and better in time. There were some problems. I want to call your attention to them. First of all, you said overcome percentage of Alzheimer. You say you should say decrease the percentage, or reduce the percentage. You cannot overcome the percentage. So you see. And resource, you should say resource. First syllable is a stress. You said something else. And you said at first the Alzheimer is. You should say was. And linguistics as a branch or branch of science, it comes with an S at the end. We don't say linguistic, it's linguistics, like physics, mathematics, statistics, linguistics. You see?
Yeah.
You said she analyzed, but you should say she analyzed. And yeah, language is damaged. You said language is damaged, but you should say language is damaged. And there is a technical term which is called aphasia. Did you find this technical term? Did you come up with this technical term, aphasia?
No.
Yeah, aphasia is a kind of language damage as a noun. For example, we have Broca's aphasia, Wernicke's aphasia, different types of inabilities when it comes to producing and understanding language. Okay, you said by disturb, but you should say by disturbing. And you said as a the stress is on result. The second syllable you said result, I think, as a result of lose, but you should say as a result of losing. Okay, you said people who I am surrounded. As an academician, you should be able to differentiate the function of who and whom. You should say people whom I am surrounded by. You see, instead of who, you should say whom. People whom I am surrounded by. Again, you need to work on the pronunciation of TH, because you said theory. It's not theory, it's theory. Theory. And as you know, learning another language is so helpful in order to keep your mind and brain sharp. So you are already keeping your brain sharp because you are learning another language. You see?
Alzheimer pronunciation is Alzheimer.
Alzheimer, yes. Because it's a Germanic word, you know. It's Germanic. It refers to a Germanic scientist or psychiatrist. Okay. You made fewer pauses, but again you should work on that, because a lecturer should not make so many pauses. You have improved a lot. And the other one actually is all about when you were just talking about the Alzheimer's disease. I noticed that, well, LELB Society has given me this opportunity, or golden opportunity, to keep my brain sharp, because I have to think a lot, I have to study, I have to do research, I need to just keep up the blogging stuff, and as a matter of fact, this is a great activity for my brain, and I thought that actually it's so useful. I mean, working on LELB Society. Again, you said prevent, but it is prevent, second syllable. And you said the other hand, you should say on the other hand. You said career, it's career. You said 17, it is 70, first syllable. Because 17 means 10 plus 7. You see?
Yeah.
You said postpone, it is postpone. Yeah. So, but you were really much better than the previous times. I just want you to be perfect.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.